Am I on here? Am I on here? Y'all was on here earlier today. All right. Am I on? Okay. Let me make sure I'm live, y'all, because he be acting crazy. Am I good? Am I good? Hold up. Hopefully, let me make sure I can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I think y'all can. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Good, y'all. I'm gonna try to hurry up and get through this before before it gets dark outside. But let me go ahead and say this before people get in here, because I know it takes some time for y'all to get in here. Y'all, I want to quickly just kind of explain what MPM is and who it's not for. Okay, because it's not for moms who just want to like scroll and watch. I want to be very clear. Okay, y'all. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm rushing. Does it sound like I'm rushing? I feel like I'm rushing. But for though, it's not for moms who MPM is for moms who are actually ready to build something of their own. Okay. So again, if you're not a mama, I ain't trying to waste your time. Don't waste mine, okay, y'all? Again, I'm just trying to get through these lives, help some mamas out, okay? But if you didn't know, I'm Sierra. I'm the creator and founder of MPM, and I pretty much get on here every single day to show moms how to get started. But again, I want to like clear something up because a lot of people are misunderstanding kind of what MPM is, and I want to make sure that's clear. So first, if I got some mamas in the room, go ahead and drop where you from. Put it in the chat. I want to know, girl, because this is what I get most excited about. I have students all over the world. All right, but just hopping kind of just straight into this, y'all. Because like I said, before it get dark, I need this lighting. It's me in my chair. All right, y'all. MPM is not a side hustle. Okay, it's not a quick money thing. Clear. All right. It's not one of those like, try this and see if it works type of situation. All right. This is a licensed digital income asset. Okay. This is true ownership. Okay. I don't know if you got to attend the training that I posted last week from scrolling to ownership. A lot of y'all on y'all phones and y'all scrolling and y'all watching and y'all scrolling and y'all watching and y'all complaining about not having the things that you want. You're complaining about not being able to do the things that you want to do. So again, I'm here to tell you that MPM for real, this is for the mom who's tired of consuming, right? Who's tired of watching people win, and she, looking at herself like down to herself like, damn, again, they not better than me. They not smarter than me. So again, if you're a mom and you're tired of that, you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, you're tired and you want more, and you're like really actually ready to build with structure, okay, with structure, with support and help, then this live is for you. Okay. And what I like to do is, like I said, we're gonna get on here. I love to have a good time, baby. I'm gonna make you laugh, make you feel inspired. I'm gonna make you feel motivated by the end of this live. But the one thing that I want you to, really understand and take from me, if you don't take nothing else from me as you watch this live, is you have the power to change your motherfucking reality. Okay. I don't care what your situation is. It does not matter. I've had students that literally were living in their car and they now live in their home, their very very nice home with their kids. Okay, I have students that literally go on all inclusive trips. Okay, all because they changed their situation. So whatever situation you in, you thinking you can't change it or whatever, I'm telling you now, life and death is in the power of the tongue. Okay. Okay. So again, I don't know if I got some mamas in the room. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Now, like I said, a lot of y'all be watching content. I don't know if I got people in the room right now. Y'all be watching content. Y'all be saving them posts, and y'all be like, man, April 1st, I'm gonna start. May 1st, I'm gonna start. June 1st, I'm gonna start, right? And you never do it. You never do it, sis. And that used to be me. I used to always be like, man, damn, I'm gonna start some shit. I'm gonna start some shit. But I never had any structure. I never had a solid game plan, a skill set really laid in front of me that allowed me to do it. And that also creates fear, right? Where I would start some things and then I would stop. I would start some things and I would stop because I felt like I wasn't an expert at it, because I felt like I didn't have all the answers, right? But I'm telling you, don't none of that shit mean anything. Okay. That's changing today. Okay. Because again, it does not matter if you have any experience. It does not matter if you have any followers or anything like that. If you want to change your situation, you can change your situation. So again, mama, if you are done scrolling, if you are done saving motherfucking posts, if you are done saying, hey, I'm gonna start this day, I'm gonna start this day, and you really serious, keep watching this motherfucking live. Okay. I got your back. Yo, I'm sorry, I'm hyped today. Okay. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just had some margaritas. So y'all know when I be drinking, I be hyped. But I'm gonna come and tell y'all the motherfucking truth, okay? But no, for real. It's me, y'all. Who in here? Let me see who in here, y'all. Y'all in here, y'all in here. Y'all gotta say something now. Y'all gotta speak back to me, okay? Because I be in here trying to give y'all these gems. I be putting y'all on earlier. I gave y'all free game, and y'all be in here just staring. Okay, I'm gonna need some engagement from y'all. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to let me know where the hell you from, what city you repping, East Coast, West Coast, South Coast, North Coast. I don't know why I keep saying that, but for real, put it in the comments. All right. But if you are a mom and you're like, man, I'm always saying I'm gonna start, a side hustle or whatever like that. Let me know. Let me know. Put it in the chat and let me know that it's you. I don't care if you're coming back and watching this replay. Let me know. Okay. Because girl, I've been her. Okay. And I wasted a lot of time and I wasted a lot of motherfucking energy. And then once I started making money online, I said, damn, I could be up so much more money if I would have just fucking start. If that is you who's been saying, I'm gonna start. First of all, put me in the chat. I want to know. Okay, put me in the chat. All right, and it's okay. Don't be embarrassed, girl, because again, that was once me too. That was once me too. Okay, but that's all gonna change today. That's all gonna change. All right. I see you, Keisha. I see you, girl. I see you. Okay. But all right. So again, y'all. So what exactly is NPM? NPM inside teaches moms actual skills. Okay, behind actually making money online. This is why you always hear me when I get on here and I'll be like, yeah, I help moms make money online, but I really don't help them make money online. I teach them how to become the women to create opportunities for ourselves. Okay, because inside of NPM, you're going to learn marketing, you're going to learn messaging, you're going to learn sales psychology, you're going to learn sales content, and most importantly, you're going to understand systems. And that's the biggest really takeaway, excuse me, y'all, from NPM. Okay, systems. Okay, I don't know if y'all with me. Systems. Y'all probably need to put this in the motherfucking chat. Okay, systems. All right, because that changes everything. All right, because when you make money, you know what I'm saying? If you just making money just to be making it, or are you doing it because of your skills? Once you understand the difference and you realize that changes everything for you. That truly shifts the motherfucking perspective, okay? Because when you learn skill, you can build income, y'all, over and over and over and over. Just earlier today, one of my students, who actually is a known creator in this space, has made over $1 million in this space. I helped her when she got inside of my community. She learned the skills inside of NPM and she branched off and created her own community. And then in turn, just today, and again, y'all, this is what I mean when I say skills, that you constantly can build income over and over. She reaches out to me today and says, hey, can you redo my cover photos for me? Boom, bam. That's not even something that I do all the time, but because I have these skills and because I've, learned this shit, yeah, I can resell a digital product, but I also can create other opportunities for myself. So that's the thing that I'm always trying to explain to y'all and really help you understand that this ain't no play thing. Okay. This ain't no just, oh, I'm just gonna go through a motherfucking course. That's not what this is, okay? So again, I see I got some people in the room. If y'all just hopped in here, I just want to let you know I'm just explaining what exactly NPM is and why you motherfucking need it, okay? So if you're a mom and you're tired of fucking scrolling, you're tired of watching people, you're tired of being in your motherfucking feelings because you see old girl over here winning, living her best life, and she's building her dream life right in front of you, baby, this live is for you, okay? So you might want to stay in, lock in with me, okay? If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Sierra Janae, okay? I'm the creator and founder of NPM. All right, so I'm just quickly, just giving you the deeds. All right, let me know where you're from. Put it in the comments, and if you're a mom, put a pink card in the chat. Okay, I love seeing my mamas up in here in the room because I be wanting to make sure I'm talking to the right people. Okay, because I be getting some weirdos, I be getting some stalkers. Okay, stalkers. Okay, I'm here to just help the girls. I'm here to help the moms. Okay, but for real, I want to ask y'all a real ass question. Okay, a lot of y'all be saying the reason why y'all don't start digital marketing, affiliate marketing, things like that. Because a lot of y'all be like, oh, I'm so confused. I don't know how. Where do I even begin? And this is why I specifically love talking to moms because sis, you're not confused. Okay, you are just under position. Okay, you just don't get it. You don't know how to position yourself online. Okay, you consume so much motherfucking content. It constantly is in your head, and you like, man, damn. Oh, girl said do this. Oh, girl said do that. She said do this. It's so many different strategies. I don't even know where I'm start. I don't even know where to start, so I'm not gonna start. Right? And then you never start, and it's not even necessarily like a discipline issue. And this is, like I said, why I like talking to moms, because you know discipline ain't your problem, the capability is not even your problem, it's a structure issue. If you had structure, if you had a game plan, if you had a skill set to follow, you would know what to do. Because let's be honest, we all know that you can follow instructions, right, mama? All right. And this is why I need moms to truly understand, like, sis, you run a motherfucking household every single day. Okay. You be managing schedules, girl. You got to remember all these kids, doctor's appointments, their birthdays, shit, re registering for school. You manage motherfucking emotions. You manage money. Baby, you be taking them groceries. You know how you be having a little bit of groceries left and shit like that. You take that shit and you turn it into a meal. You manage chaos every fucking day. So why don't you think, sorry y'all, somebody else said, so why don't you think you can't handle a business? What makes you underqualified, or what makes you disqualified that you can't run a business? That all comes down to you not actually having the right system. If you had a system to follow, you would be able to do it like that. And that's exactly what MPM is. Okay, now look, I already know what y'all thinking. Okay, I already know, I don't know. Let me know. I see some new people hopping in the room. If you are a mom and it's your first time seeing me, hey girl, I'm Sierra Janae, and I'm just on here explaining what MPM is. If you would like to learn how to build high income skills so you can start generating income from your phone, literally with zero experience and a little to no following, lock in with me. Okay, I'm just explaining that. All right, but everybody and their mama be like swearing up and down, well, I'm a beginner, so I don't know, or whatever like that. Okay, girl, just because you're a beginner, beginners can follow structure. All right. So again, stop this first. The first thing that I want y'all to take away from me is stop disqualifying yourself and have all these excuses in your head. What's another thing y'all always be saying? I don't know my niche. What's my niche? And that you stay stuck on that forever. Sis, what are you good at? What do people constantly come and ask you for, and want to see, like, hey, you help me. I was saying this earlier on live, like, you are really good at planning trips, you're really good at planning itineraries, girl, you're really good at making meals out of $20. Okay, there's something that you're good at, sis. You can use that, and if you start with the problem and what you can actually help somebody with, that's going to make you a lot of more money than you thinking that you need to change who you are, because based off of the content that you've been consuming. Again, this is where y'all be fucking up at. A lot of y'all be thinking, oh well, I seen old girl doing this or whatever like that. And she's made all this money, so I'm gonna try to do the exact thing that she doing. And then you spiral and you stay in the same cycle because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not doing what God called you to do. And so this is exactly why I built MPM, because like I said, it's not even about you. Sorry, y'all. It's me in my chair. It's not even about you. I'm trying to hurry up, y'all, because it's getting dark. It's not even about you having the experience or not. It's not even about you not even knowing what your niche is. Your niche is mom's, okay? And that's how MPM works, okay? Your offer is the asset, all right? And you can choose to resell MPM. That's an option. But inside, I encourage moms to, create their own offer based off of lived experience. What is something that you're good at, okay? Stop trying to get on this motherfucking internet and be something that you're not, sis. Okay, because you're wasting time and you're wasting motherfucking energy. And one thing I don't want to waste is my time and my energy, girl. That'll stress you out and you get bags. You don't want that, okay? But for real, your skill, y'all, that is marketing. Okay, so stop thinking that, again, that you're not qualified, that you can't do this, that you wouldn't be successful at it. Because like I said, as a mom, you run a motherfucking business every day, whether you believe it or not. Okay, and a lot of y'all, another thing. What's another thing y'all always be saying? Oh, I can't start because I'm scared. Girl, you don't even have to show your face. Okay. And a lot of y'all be like, well, it's just, I'm not confident enough to do this. Confidence is never going to come first. You have to keep trying and keep trying. It's trial and error. Y'all know how many times I done got on live and I was nervous as hell, scared as hell. But okay. But over time, I built my confidence. All right. And over time, you'll, with learning skills, you'll learn how to execute and confidence comes. That's just how it works. Okay. All right. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm just a straight to the point, blunt type of person. If I got some new people in here, let me know. Let me know, y'all. Say hello. Say hello. Okay. Any mamas in here? Put a pink heart in the chat. Put a pink heart in the chat, y'all. I'll be trying to do better at shit. Why I can't exit out of this? Putting a pink heart in the chat, okay? If you're a mom and this is your first time in here, let me know that you knew. Cause I don't want to be cussing you out and you be like, damn girl, like, do you have to be so rough? I am because I needed to get through your skull. I needed to get through your skull that you are capable and that you can have the life that you want to live, sis. Okay. For real. All right. Now, again, if you're just hopping in here, hey Jew. If you're just hopping in here, like I said, I'm just quickly just explaining what MPMs, because again, a lot of y'all got me fucked up. A lot of y'all think it's something that it's not, and it's not. So I had to come on here and reintroduce myself, okay? Because y'all got me messed up. No, I'm just playing. No, but MPM it really does give you direction. When I built this program, I was very adamant on knowing previous experience that I had with moms that were stuck, that was always stuck, and not knowing what was the next step. And so by implementing structure, literally from the moment you're inside of MPM, you know what to do, you know what to say, you know what information you should be trying to learn, instead of just like being all over the place. Because at the end of the day, who got time? Who got time? Okay. So again, you're not waking up like guessing, like, damn, what am I gonna post today? What am I gonna talk about or whatever like that? You know what you're gonna post, you know how to speak, you know how to sell, and you know how to move, and I showed y'all a little bit earlier, and if y'all want to see if whoever's in here right now, I can show you a little bit more inside of NPM. But again, I'm just trying to give y'all a quick overview, okay? So y'all understand me, all right? But I designed this because I wanted it to essentially create peace because, let's be honest, right? Starting something new, starting a business, right? And something that can be life changing for you. You don't want to be stressed out all the motherfucking time. You don't want to be in your head like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna talk about? What am I gonna post? I ain't made no money yet, so what am I gonna talk? Again, I eliminate all that. And again, a lot of y'all see so many people in a lot of these programs and communities and courses, and I've bought a lot of them. I've been burned before, okay, y'all. There's so information overload where again it has you feeling sometimes like, damn, should I have known this? Or because I don't know this, does this make me feel like I'm behind? And then you start spiraling. And that's one thing that we don't want we don't want you to do, okay? And then, like I said, inside of NPM, you get structure, you get a system to follow, and that right there, that gives you a peace of mind, and you're actually excited learning information. You're actually excited working on your business, right? Because when you start making all this motherfucking money, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what do you have not to be happy about? Okay. So again, I'm gonna say this clearly, okay? If you are a mom and you are ready to actually start building something, okay, whether it be your own thing or rather you starting with something that's already done for you, first of all, I want you, like I said, even if you coming back and watching this replay, I want you to put NPM in the comment, okay? So I know that you're here, mama. And again, if you haven't already, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And if you want to send me a message on there, you're more than welcome. A lot of people be asking me like, "Hey, can I send you a message?" I'm like, "Girl, you already in my DM." But yeah. If y'all have any questions, let me know. But I always link everything down below, and I always link NPM in the comments or in the description box of my replays of this video. Okay. I got some new people joining. Hey y'all. I got some mamas. Where my mamas at? How y'all doing today, by the way, too? I didn't even say that. I just got straight to the point because again, y'all, I'm fighting the lighting. I ain't got no lighting in here. Okay. But if you're just joining, I'm just explaining what NPM is and that it's not a side hustle. Okay. This is a licensed digital asset. Okay. So again, y'all let me know if I got anybody in the comments that want to see inside of the community. Okay. Let me know. All right. Because again, I'm doing real look, my coach has been on my head about I gotta start talking back to y'all. Cause y'all don't be, but again, y'all don't be saying nothing. Y'all be staring. And I'm like, ask your questions, okay? I'm here. I'm gonna help you, okay? But for real though, y'all, I'm not here to convince you. I'm literally just here to present like what's available, what I created. And again, like um to know, like, and let me just pop my shit just for a second, okay? Because sometimes I don't be popping my shit on here, but let me pop it for you. To know that I have students inside of my community that have made $1 million, that have used my program to launch their own shit, just tells you, you know what I'm saying, what is inside of NPM. When I started, scaling my business and making multiple six figures, I was like, and I started with a complete done for you system. This is why I'm pro done for you. If y'all ever wonder why, it's because how I started, you know what I mean? But the one thing that I can say I wish I had when I started was more structure, more straight to the point, and like giving me direction. You go A, B, C, D, E, F, motherfucking G. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and give me clear direction. Because the thing about it is, I'm not trying to mislead nobody. I'm not trying to take people in circles, baby. I'm trying to show you how to reach freedom. And once I discovered that, I could take my phone and I can use motherfucking Canva or Chat GPT and know that I never have to worry about money again, I said I'm gonna put every mom on. I want to give every mom this opportunity. So again, you're not behind, you're not too late, sis, and you're not unqualified. I've literally helped students from the ages of 16 all the way up to 67. So again, I've seen all experience. All right. You just got to be willing to want to put in the work, show up, implement, and be consistent. If you can do that, then you have access to making, an extra 1K, an extra 5K, an extra 10K. But this is truly something that, what you put in, what I'm saying, is what you get out of it. You know what I mean? Like I've been able to change my life with digital products, and I have so many students that have as well as too. So again, some moms are cool with staying in the same cycle, are cool with, what I'm saying, like essentially just being comfortable with being comfortable. And if, like I said, if that's you, the NPM is not for you. But if you're ready to do something different, step outside of your comfort zone, then this is for you. And you're ready to be a part of a community of moms. That's one thing I love about my community. And I truly feel like I know for a fact there's no other community touching NPM, just on the support alone, just on the like-mindedness alone, because again, it's a community of moms, not for everybody, and inside, even with the training, everything is podcast style learning. I designed that because I wanted moms to not feel like, damn, I'm in motherfucking school again. Damn, I got to try to sit up here and learn some shit. Nah, you talking to your homegirl, but it's in a way that's easy to, essentially consume. And some of the training you gonna even laugh at, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes as moms we need that getaway, that break of, like, damn, I'm tired of being the one that got to do this, do that, do this, do that, and be a teacher. And it's like, you don't want to be taught to. At the end of the day, you want to know, hey, what can I do? What skills can I learn if I'm willing to, what I'm saying, focus and put in the work so I can change my life. And that's exactly what MPM is. Okay. So if you're a mom and you want to get started, you can get started on a payment plan. You literally can start for zero down using a firm, or you can use Klarna Afterpay starting at $99 down. The choice is completely yours, but stop delaying your potential. Honestly, a lot of people will sit there and procrastinate, not realizing that you're delaying a better future for yourself if you would just start. When I started, y'all, I was not confident. I was baby. I started faceless. I wasn't even showing my face, y'all, because I didn't know. But had I not started, not only would I have not been able to make multiple six figures, but I wouldn't have been able to bless so many women. And that's the biggest thing that I've taken away from this. Like, yeah, I love making money and everything like that. And you're going to love that shit too, girl. But at the same time, being a blessing to someone else, being essentially an olive branch to someone else so they can change their life too, baby. Chef motherfucking kiss. Okay. So I'm going to quickly show y'all a little bit of the program. If I can share my motherfucking screen, y'all know I'll be over here struggling. And like I said, if y'all got any questions while I'm on here, girls, don't be shy. Ask away. All right. I'm sorry. I feel like I was being mean, y'all. Was I being mean? It be taking me a minute to share my screen. Let me see. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna quickly show you real quick MPM. And again, let me pop my shit for y'all real quick. Okay. Again, like I mentioned, MPM is a done for you digital income asset. Okay. Inside you learn to build high income skills. Okay. Like I told y'all earlier, I have a student in here, okay? She's made over $1 million. She's made over $1 million, right? Dope. I respect her. I look up to her, right? But she used my program to even launch and create her own program. I'm gonna show y'all that because, like I mentioned, even outside of me reselling courses and everything like that and making money that way, because when you learn high income skills, she reached out to me today and said, "Hey, I really want to change the branding inside of my community. Can you help me out?" Boom, that's not even something that I offer all the time. Now I build people's school communities for them all the time, but as far as like just doing cover photos, that's not something that I have listed on my website. So I redid her covers, and I'm gonna show y'all just really quick what it looks like, just so y'all can see. Oops, I don't want to be all up. I don't want y'all to see all her business. But just like something like this, I did all of these in Canva, y'all. And for the price that I charged her, that right there, side hustle, that quick. Did I hit high? Okay, hopefully y'all can still see my screen. But that right there, quick little side hustle, I did, made some money. Again, that's not even something that I normally do, but this is what I mean when I say when you build skills, it literally sets you up to never be broke another day in your life. Okay. And boom, I put together these little covers for her. Boom, this is something that you can do. So again, if you're someone that's like, hey, I don't really necessarily want to resell communities, or I don't want to necessarily create my own thing, well, you can create a service package for someone. Maybe you love designing in Canva and things like that. That's something that you can do, and that's something that you learn inside of MPM. Okay. Now I'm just going to quickly share some of the testimonies. I was sharing some earlier today, if you've seen some of them, but this is Sabrina. This is another example of one of my students inside of the community who um, you know, created an opportunity for herself. She's seeing that somebody needed to get their their YouTube channel set up, and they wanted it to get set up very quickly. So she charged them $397 on the spot. Again, that wasn't a service that she wasn't necessarily offering at the time, right? But again, sometimes your niche will find you based off of what you're good at. And it's some things that you don't even realize that you're good at that you can monetize for it. So again, another example. This is another one of my girls, Miss D, who was just sharing how she loves MamaBot. Inside of MPM, you get a custom GPT that is your 24/7 support. This is what I mean when I say structure and system. You're never doing this alone. You're never trying to figure out what to do, what to post, or what to say, because MamaBot is literally a marketing genius. I'm gonna show y'all her real quick before I get off of here as well too, okay? But she was just sharing why she loved MamaBot and how she'll get you together, okay? She's not like regular Chat GPT. She will give you pushback. She will ask you qualifying questions to ensure that whatever digital product you coming up with, whatever hook, whatever thread, whatever YouTube post, whatever TikTok, whatever, right? actually is going to convert for you and actually bring in engagement. Okay. And D is actually a really good example of how she literally grew her threads following like in 30 days, like y'all 300, 400 something followers. And I think if I find the post in here, I'll see it in here. But y'all, yeah, here it is right here. So she had grew, oops, let me go back. So she grew, what is this? I have been posting every day on threads for the past 2 weeks, ever since our 30-day challenge started. And she had 81,000 views on her content in a little over 2 weeks, which is crazy. And she utilized MamaBot for all of that. So again, this is just showing you the power of, what MamaBot can do. And like I said, inside of NPM, okay? And then Cheyenne, she grew recently 100 followers, on a brand new page. So again, not only are you learning how to make money online and learning how to create opportunities for yourself, but you're seeing the growth. And if you apply the strategy and follow the system, follow that structure, it literally is inevitable for you. Okay. And then we got Sabrina sharing again how big mama, big mama bot, not the little one. No, for real though, y'all, because she is the truth. Okay. And just I'm gonna give y'all a quick little overview. Every Wednesday, I do a live Q&A inside of the community, where I hop on. I basically coach you on the spot. There, you can ask questions. If you want me to audit your social media pages, or just in general, we talk content strategy. I share what I'm working on in my business if I have time, and then a lot of the moms on side of the call, which a lot of the moms really really enjoy the call, just because like that's where we get to love on each other. Okay, so again, that's what I mean when I say this is truly like no other community. If you love support, if you love structure, I'm telling you, NPM is for you. Okay, if you're just now hopping back in this live, everything is linked down below, and I'm just quickly explaining what NPM is and what it is and who it's not for. Okay, because again, sometimes y'all be having me misconstrued on here. Okay, so as you can see, everything is structured out, mama. Okay, so again, when I built this program, I took everything that I learned to scale my business to multiple six figures. I also took the skills that I used to help other students scale their businesses as well, right? But I put it in a structure and in a format for moms to understand it, so they ain't gotta be spending all day and, like I said, motherfucking spiraling, going down, staying in the same cycle of like, okay, but what do I do next? What do I do next? So from the moment you get inside, you're gonna start in this module here, okay? This is gonna help you and guide you and tell you where to go next, okay? One thing that I believe in is getting what I need and leaving what I motherfucking don't. If I don't want to learn YouTube, then I don't need to go into the YouTube module. If I don't want to learn Instagram, I don't need to go into that module, right? So everything is designed for you to get what you need and leave what you don't. All right. So that way you're not wasting time and just consuming information that you don't really need. Okay. Again, the ladies, they love MamaBot. All right. And I'm going to quickly show y'all how she works, but I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what you get inside of NPM. I go over mindset. Again, mindset in regards to moms. Okay. Moms building a business, girl, you're going to go through mom guilt. You're going to go through feeling like, you're not worthy, you're not valued. But sis, I'm here to tell you, in order to pour into anybody else in your motherfucking life, you got to pour into your motherfucking self. And especially when it comes to your business. All right. And I talk about that inside the mindset module. It's important for you to understand, mama, digital marketing. Again, going back to you thinking that you confused, you thinking that you're not qualified, sis, you do a form of marketing every single day. Okay. Anytime you recommend something, tell your homegirl to go get something and she go buy it off the sake of your word or your experience, that was a form of marketing. You just didn't get paid for it. That's what I'm trying to fucking change in your life. Okay. You got to stop doing that shit. Stop doing shit for free. Stop putting money in Beyonce pocket. Okay. Stop putting money in Cardi B pocket and you get some of this money, girl. All right. It's important to understand positioning. All right. You have to learn how to position yourself properly online so you can attract the right audience. A lot of y'all be so fixated on, oh, I'm not getting a lot of views, or I don't have, all these followers. Bitch, it doesn't matter. Okay. If you get 20 motherfuckers in the right room and they want what you're talking about, those are going to bring your sales. Stop thinking that you got to get, I know people that literally get tens and thousands of followers and they're still broke. They're not getting any kind of money. That's what we don't want. Okay. So again, positioning is everything. Having a strong foundation, every fucking thing. Okay. As you can see, like I said, everything is structured out. This melt module right here is probably one of everybody's favorites. This is the Sell It Mama module because I talk all things sales psychology. Okay. It's packed with detail. Okay. So you can successfully sell, whether it be NPM or your own on your own offer. Either one, you're going to learn inside how to sell, how to understand how people buy, etc. Okay. All of that's listed in there. And like I mentioned, everything is mama format. So you'll learn branding, marketing. If you are a mom who doesn't want to create, her own content or whatever, there are different creative ways, where you can create faceless content and not show your face. I get it. Sometimes people don't be wanting people in their business. Sometimes people don't be wanting, they who they work for, while you're 9 to 5, your boss and stuff like that. That's completely normal. I started off completely faceless, y'all, and made well over $50,000 as a never showing my face. Then I end up becoming face forward. So if I can do that shit, you can do that as well. So if that's your excuse of why you haven't started, you no longer have one. Okay. And again, I show you how to set up your online store so you can collect your motherfucking payments along with launching this program. Now, everything that I design is used for you to either A, resell the program, or like I said, when it comes to your own offer. When it comes to your own offer, you have to learn how to pre-launch. You have to learn how to do these things in order to be successful so you can have longevity. Okay. This is why I'm saying this ain't no get rich quick scheme. It's really about learning these skills, implementing these skills, and from there, that's how you start getting consistent income. Okay. Hopefully, okay, is the lighting still look good, y'all? Hope so, okay? If you still with me, mama, let me know if you are in the chat, okay? I want to know because again, I'll be in here just talking to anybody. And again, y'all, I have more modules down there for you that you can learn more about, okay? But I want to quickly show y'all Mama Bot because she's really like the star of the show. She always steals all my motherfucking shine, okay? But this is really what makes MPM a game changer. And before, I know a lot of people I'm saying, that I work with, be trying to copy off your girl, okay? A lot of motherfuckers don't have this in here, okay? She really is a game changer, and like she really helps you like save so much time, so much energy. Because a lot of y'all be thinking y'all got to come up with shit off the top of your dome, but with Mama Bot, she changes everything, okay? So I can literally come in here and say, hey, it's my day one inside of NPM. What do I do? But let's treat her a little bit more advanced. A lot of y'all be like, okay, well, I really enjoy cooking, but I don't know how I'm gonna make a niche about that, or I don't know how I'm gonna sell, right? I want to show you how Mama Bot is not like your regular GPT. When you type in the regular GPT, hey, I like to cook, what are some digital products I can sell? It's gonna give you some generic ass shit. I want you to see Mama Bot and how she works. Okay. Let me give her a little special sauce. Hey girl. So I've been loving NPM. It's so detailed. The information is like no other, right? And I'm starting to feel confident and I'm ready to kind of launch my own thing. Here's the thing though. I'm a mom, but I don't necessarily know if I want to talk to moms. I like to cook and I'm really passionate about cooking, but I don't want to do no generic little 1-2-1-2 cookbook and stuff like that. I do. I am vegan, and so I feel like I want to talk to other people that are vegan. I love a good soul food vibe. Okay, but again, I don't want to do your typical digital cookbooks or whatever like that. So is there something else that I could do that would be valuable, that will actually sell, and that will keep getting me sales consistently? Y'all just be making shit up on the fly, okay? But I want to show y'all how she worked. All right, so I'm gonna drop that in there. Hopefully it understood me. Okay. And again, Mama Bot, the big one, okay? Not the little one, for real. And so she says, oh, okay, Mama, I hear you. First, I love where your head is at. You're not trying to throw together a cute little cookbook. That already tells me you're thinking like a CEO, not a content creator. But let me tighten something real quick before we build. I'm going to challenge you with love. You said, I don't want to talk to moms. Mama, that's not the strategy. The avoidance of positioning. Because here's the truth inside NPM. Your niche is mom. Your skill is marketing. Your asset is your system. We're not abandoning that. But that does not mean your content has to be, hey, mama, here's the recipe. Absolutely not. And I like to make that clear because, again, y'all, like I said, I have students that are in my program that have made over $1 million and they've used NPM to launch their program and literally like launch their program very similar to mine. And again, you don't, just because you're a mom does not mean you have to talk to moms. Okay. I just built this program in reference to talking to moms. So again, I want to make sure that that's clear. But as you can see, she says, here's the shift you're actually craving. You don't want to sell food. You want to sell identity, lifestyle, experience, transformation. Cooking is just the vehicle. Let's build something that actually sells and keeps selling. I'm not co-signing a generic cookbook either. That's informational. We need transformational. So let's elevate this. This is what I'm saying, y'all. She used the code is out there, okay? Option one, vegan soul reset, okay? Not recipes. This is how to eat plant-based without losing culture, comfort, or flavor. Boom. Like, so make it an experience, essentially. That's what I'm getting. Mom's trying to transition but struggling with family resistance. Oh, that's good. Family resistance, missing real food, time constraints. What you include, craving swaps. Ooh, Sunday. I'm gonna get this to somebody I know too. Sunday dinner remakes, what I feed my kids versus myself, grocery system, 7 day food reset plan. Hey y'all, why this sells? It solves a real pain. I want to be healthier, but I don't want to give up what I love. I love that. Okay. And as you can see, she gives you some options. Okay. Now, so say you get to this point, you're like, okay, I got an idea what my digital product is going to be, right? Then we can also ask her, um, what do you think would be the best format of putting option one together? Because I really like it. Should I do like a YouTube series, or like short videos and just make them unlisted and kind of like link them together in the playlist and sell the playlist? Or should I actually put this like in an ebook or guide or something like that? What's the best format for this particular digital product? Okay, this is a great question right here. I ain't got no juice left. Um, Now you're thinking like an operator, but I'm about to let you pick a format based on what's easiest. We pick based on transformation, buyer behavior, conversion. But when I say she's fucking cold, she's cold, bro. First, let me correct one thing. Should I just sell an unlisted YouTube playlist, mama? I'm not. I'm not co-signing that. Yeah, that feels low value, hard to control, not positioned as a premium transformation. That's given I threw this together energy, and your idea is not throwaway, period. Okay. So she says the best product, the best like format would be a hybrid product, not just an ebook, not just videos, combine both. So cute. So doing a little ebook and then maybe having like, you know what I'm saying, a video that they can just click on the link and it takes them straight there. So again, y'all, boom, right? We got the format, we got what we doing. All right. And then I can ask her to kind of help me script out, but I want to feed her the information. See, a lot of y'all be trying to use ChatGPT and let it self-diagnose you. And that's where you be fucking up at. ChatGPT works for you. Okay. Mama Bot works for you. So you tell her, hey, I want this. I want to do this, but how do I refine this? And this is what I mean when I say you're never stuck. You're never confused. You're never not knowing what exactly to do. Okay. So after we do that, let's just throw it out there and say, okay, I'm gonna film a video and all that, and I'm gonna put together an ebook. All right, so let's just say I'm gonna do the like an ebook, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like put links in based off of each recipe. Um, I think I don't want this to be overwhelming, but I do want it to be. I want to price it correctly. What would you think would be a good price? Okay, and she gonna say, you see how. This is why I love skipping over questions because she will get your ass together. She said, first, I need to correct your structure slightly. You said, I don't want it to be overwhelming. That's valid, but don't confuse simple with low value. We are not shrinking the transformation just to make it feel easy. We're making it clear, guided, and consumable. Now let's talk pricing. Strategy, not feelings. Pricing is based on the problem intensity, the transformation, and how fast it helps them win. Hey y'all, if y'all just now coming in here, if you're a mom, first of all, put a pink heart in the chat and let me know where you're from. I'm showing you how to build skills so you can create something of your own while you're working your 9 to 5, or if you're no longer working in a 9 to 5, that's fine too, mama. Either way, if you can manage motherhood, maybe you can build a business. All right. And I'm showing you how to do that here. All right. And so it says your product solves, I don't know how to go vegan without losing flavor, right? My family won't eat this healthy stuff, right? So this is not a $7 product. It says here are your pricing tiers, right? So then she breaks down the pricing for you, okay? And so this is the thing that I want y'all to start doing, even if you don't even start with me today, okay? I'm giving you free game. When it comes to you messing around, but y'all really need an in-depth GPT that's not gonna give you no watered down information, because again, that's where people be fucking up. Chat GPT didn't caught on to y'all just using it, and the man that created it, he mad that it is creating all these millionaires. Okay, so that's why you got to get you a custom GPT. That's where Mama Bot come in. But like one thing that I encourage all my students to do, whatever you want to price your product at, cool, right? But start writing down your goals. If you're gonna price it at $27, all right, think about what is your goal. Do you want to make an extra 3K a day? Do you want to make a 3K a week, right? Start doing the math and say, okay, if I sell this many, okay, and start thinking about it like that. Because again, y'all be so fixated on, oh, well, I don't get a lot of views or I don't get a lot of followers. Again, the average motherfucker gets 100 views on whatever they're posting. Okay. So again, if you get 20 people in the right room, baby, that's still some good money, okay, girl? So let's be a little positive. But again, write that shit down. If I sell 100 of these, that's 27. You know what I'm saying? Like, do the math, and that's important. That's why I'm kind of walking y'all through this so y'all kind of understand me. All right. If you're a mom, put a pink card in the chat. Let me know that you're in the room. Okay. Don't be a weirdo and just be staring at me. Say something. Okay. Speak. Hello. All right. So again, she even gave us a sweet spot. So if I want to do more so like a mid tier, I could do that. And then also, I even have like an optional premium. And again, she tells me what exactly I should put in there. So again, you're not confused on building out your digital product if that's something that you decide that you want to do. Again, you can do all of this and follow this structure and then go ahead and build it out, go into Canva and then post this on your website. You have that option, or you can also sell a done for you digital product like MPM, or I like to say a digital income asset, because assets actually sell and assets actually make you money. So again, if you are someone who's like, hey, I don't really want to build nothing, I'm not at that point in my life, sis, you don't have to. Okay, I just wanted to kind of show you how easy and quickly it is based off of something that you know. Okay, again, we want to make sure that it's valid, and that people are actively searching for these things. Again, using the vegan lifestyle, for example, I know that's a popular thing. A lot of people struggle with, wanting to go vegan. I myself, we keep saying I'm gonna go vegan one of these days, girl. Then some crab legs and some lamb chops be calling my name. But you know what I'm saying? But that's just a good example of saying, like, if I go online, if I go on YouTube and type, something vegan, I'm sure it'll come up. So again, you always want to validate it, and Mama Bot will actually validate the product for you. So again, prime example of how you can start there. And then from there, if you wanted to, like, generate some images, some AI images, or if you have some images of maybe like some vegan food that you cook, that is what you can add in to kind of really, story tell and show people, like, because again, like one of the examples I think was like a swap out, like you eat this and then the kids will eat this or something like that. So again, the point is that I'm trying to make, y'all, like I said, is she walks you through everything step by step. So like I said, whether you want to build something of your own or just promote MPM, you have that option. I also want to just show you real quick how, since we still on this little product that we just built real fast, let's say, okay, so what would you think would be the first post that I can make about this digital product? Or I want to start pre-launching it to see if my audience, if this is something that they're even interested in the first place. Could you give me either a poll or a post that I could do today to see if I get any interest? I want something that's going to be engaging and that's going to spark conversation in the comments. Okay. So again, I'm just building from the digital product that I decided that I wanted to create, right? I validated it. I figured out what format I want to use. And now I'm trying to, this is one thing that I also, tell my students all the time. You always want to bait your shit, okay? Because one thing I would hate for you to do is spend so much time and energy building something, right, that you're proud of, that you're excited about, that you're like, oh, I know about to go crazy, and you've come to find out that your audience isn't interested in, okay? Again, we want to always validate and make sure that our product is something that's going to be full of value, that's going to be transformative, but also people are actively searching to, solve said problems. That makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to drop that in there just like I saw. Sorry, y'all. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, hold on, y'all. I was trying to make sure we're all okay. So, what she said, okay, this is how you move like a CEO. This is exactly what the product validation system teaches. Okay. And then so she says, first, your intention is not, do they like it? We're not asking, would they buy my vegan ebook? That's weak. People lie. People say yes and never purchase. We test, da da da. So basically she just read again, y'all. I built this shit. Okay. So that's why it sounds very familiar to what I'm saying. So it says, post this today. Be honest. Cooking healthy actually gets boring sometimes. Okay. So y'all see how she gave this? So boom, you can just copy this, baby, drop this in your story. So I'm gonna put a little, let's just picture this for a second. I'm gonna drop a picture of maybe some kind of vegan little soul food, you know what I mean, or whatever like that, really telling the story, because that's my vibe, that's my brand, that's my niche essentially, right? So I'm gonna drop that in there. I'm gonna say, be honest, girl. Cooking healthy actually gets boring sometimes, right? That's gonna be my first story post. Then my second story post, I'm gonna say, especially when you're trying to eat better but still want real flavor. Okay, you see how I'm bringing them in, and she gave this to me, all right. And then on my third slide, I could be like, which one is you? Which one is you? Healthy food be bland. I miss real comfort for meals. Okay, that's me baiting and testing my audience and see where they stand. Okay, again, y'all, I don't know shit about being vegan, but I'm just giving you an example. Okay, all right. And then slide 4. Okay, and this is what I mean when I say she gives you everything that you need. So there is no confusion. There is no, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to say. You just say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Boom, can you give me some content? Can you give me a strategy from it? And she's going to spit it out, which that actually makes sense with your brand, right? That's going to bring in that engagement. That's going to bring in sales for you. All right. That's what we want. Okay. So then the fourth slide said, would you actually try vegan meals if they tasted like real soul food? And then again, I kind of got you locked in because I already had you at your feelings when I said, be honest, cooking healthy actually gets boring sometimes. You was in your feelings when I said that. Now I got you down on this fourth slide. You immediately want to answer. Yes, immediately. Okay. I want to know. Girl, I need to know. What do it really taste like soul food? Because I mean, dang, if I can have my favorite food, some macaroni and cheese, and it's vegan, bitch, you have me at macaroni. Okay. All right. But that right there is a great way to really kind of like feel for your audience. Okay. Again, y'all, I ain't trying to get on here and teach y'all too much. I'm just trying to show you. Okay. She's cool. All right. And then she gave us even an option too and gave us like a post idea. So again, we literally started from, hey, these are the skills that I'm really good at. This is what I want to talk about, to what is a digital product that I can create on my own and that I can sell, to boom, what is the format that I can utilize, right? To boom, how do I even bake this before I actually take the time to even build this, right? Before I waste time and energy and make sure that my audience, that's the process, y'all. That is how easy and clear this structure is, okay? And this is what I mean. When you have a simple system, something that you can follow, something that you can literally copy and paste, ask questions based off of what you have lived and the things that you have already solved. This is how you make income. This is how you build skills, okay? And that's exactly what I teach inside of MPM. So if you are a mom and you're just now seeing me, and like I said, I keep going all day. Y'all can have her generate some images. She does a little bit of everything. But the point is, you can literally, it does not matter. You can say, girl, I'm in my bonnet today. I got my robe on, and I want to make some content that's going to be relatable and that's going to engage my audience. What should I say? And again, I'll kind of just quickly show y'all really quick. Hey, girl, I'm in my robe. I'm in my bonnet. And this ain't regards to the vegan stuff that I was just talking about, but I need a post just promoting NPM. I want to get some sales today, straight up. So what is a post that could be engaging but real, laid back vibes, like homegirl vibes, you know what I'm saying? Me being honest. I haven't even made no money yet, but I'm not giving up because NPM, the structure inside of here, the skill set that I'm learning is truly like no other. How can I position this in a way that will spark curiosity of another mom and make her want to learn? Y'all, sometimes I'm kind of fluffy, you know. Sometimes I just throw words in there, but this is some shit that I'll be saying, okay? And this is what I teach my students, y'all. Stop thinking that you gotta be perfect. Stop thinking that you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to be this certain way. Bitch, I'm in my bonnet. My kitchen is white. I have a white refrigerator. It's not giving aesthetic over here. What can I say? Okay. And she's gonna give you the sauce every time. She's gonna give you the sauce. She said, "Oh, mama, okay, mama, come here." This is actually powerful because what you just said, that's the real story. Most people are, y'all see what I mean? How it regurgitates literally everything that I say. Because I built this shit 6 months, 12,000 hours. Okay, took me a long time, but again, I wanted moms to have structure and a system to follow. Okay, but she says first, let me anchor. You said I haven't made money yet. Good, because per NPM standards, you're not positioning as an income coach. You're documenting your journey and you're inviting curiosity. That's integrity. That's how you build long-term buyers. All right. So it says, boom, right here. You in your robe. You got your bonnet on. Cool. No overthinking. All right. Your hook is gonna be not me sitting here in my robe and bonnet building a whole motherfucking business. Boom. That right there, y'all. This is what I'm saying when I say she cold, she don't overthink. It's to the point. You can do this, you can be successful at this, and you can start generating income and you can start building something of your own, mama. For real, like no lie. Okay. So and then she even gives us the body. She says, I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't made my first sale yet, but I'm also not about to quit either. Okay. Or either. Should I say either? Uh, because what I'm learning right now is not just post this, make money, it's actually skill. Like I'm starting to understand how to talk to people, how to market, how to sell without feeling weird, how to actually build something of my own. And that's the part that people skip. Okay. Everybody want to make money fast, but nobody wants to learn how to keep making it. Y'all see how real and to the point it is. And again, Mama bought so cold with it when hear me out, okay? Because ain't that what one of my mamas said inside of the testimony? Let me go back to the testimony, y'all, so y'all can truly understand. Let me just share this, okay? This is one of my mamas that said last year I was scared to even look at customers in the eye. I would be at the farmer market and events, and instead of confidently selling, I was hoping people wouldn't come up to my table. I was so uncomfortable, my skin was crawling. It wasn't even that I didn't care. I just didn't have the confidence or the skills yet. Once I got inside of the Mompreneur Method, the first thing that shifted for me was my mindset. But honestly, the community played a huge role too because I wasn't just trying to figure out everything alone anymore. At my very next event, I showed up completely different. I engaged, I added a free gift with purchase, and I made more money in half the time. Now it's bigger than just events. I've been able to take what I've learned and create opportunities for myself, y'all. This, if you ain't take nothing else away from me, I know I just got new people that just came up here. If you ain't took nothing else away from me, this is why NPM is like no other community, okay? Because again, I'm not loading you with a whole bunch of information. I'm not telling you to be somebody that you're not. I'm telling you, mama, you run a motherfucking business every single day. You take care of them kids every fucking single day. Stop thinking that you're not qualified. Stop thinking that you can't run a business of your own, okay? You just need skills. You need to master those skills. You need to implement those skills, and you, in turn, will make income. That's all this is. There's nothing else to it. And straight up, okay? So many moms have shifted their confidence from being inside of NPM because they have structure, because they have a system to follow, okay? So again, it does not matter your age. I don't care if you a boy mom, a girl mom, a twin mama, a grandmama, a bonus mama, a dog mama, okay? If you are a mom, the point is you're constantly always pouring into people. You're constantly always loving and doing this for people. It's time for you to do something for yourself. Instead of consuming and watching people create their dream life in front of you, it's time for you to tap in and do the same thing for yourself, okay? Because a lot of y'all are literally one idea away, one investment away from changing your whole situation. Your whole next week could look different. Your whole month, your whole 6 months from now could look completely different if you locked in and learned some skills and tapped in and doing the shit that you already are good at. Again, if you somebody that don't want to build nothing, that's exactly why I offer the option to allow you to sell NPM as your own for 100% profit. But again, I'm telling you straight up, mama, when you get inside, you're gonna want to build your own thing. Because like I said, I have a student that literally has made $1 million, okay? And she used my program to launch her own program, and now her program is taking off, okay? So if she can do that and be successful, you can do that as well too, all right? I don't know if I have anybody in the room right now that's interested in learning how to get started. You can get started on a payment plan literally for $0 okay? You can use Affirm, Klarna, or Afterpay. If so, let me know. You put me in the comments so I know. When I'm on live, I always offer my free VIP access, meaning I will set your website up for you, and I will also meet with you for 30 days to, just ensure you're good. But like I said, when you get inside of NPM, you get a 30-day roadmap plan, okay? So again, you're not confused. You know exactly where to get started at, okay? You also get Mama Bot, okay? Mama Bot's code. You get her, you have 24/7 support, okay? So again, you know what to post, you know what to say, and you even know what modules to watch. So if you have a question and you like, damn, I got a question on this. I don't know. I'm not really good at, branding or whatever like that. Or I feel like my branding can be better. What module do I need to go into? She's going to instruct you to what module. Okay. If you want to ready to launch your own offer, right? Just like how I was just showing y'all how to create your own ebook and stuff like that. Maybe you need a little bit more background. Boom. You can hop into my bot and say, hey, bitch, where do I go? Okay. She's going to direct you to, certain modules that you need to focus on. Okay. Again, that way you're not just consuming information and not doing nothing with it. The biggest thing is execution, y'all. Success loves speed. If you want success, if you want to change your situation, if you want to change your motherfucking bank account, you got to move, okay? Sitting there and spiraling and cycling or staying in the same cycle and being like, oh, I don't know what to do or whatever, shit's not allowed inside of NPM, okay? Like I said, every Wednesday, we do a live Q&A. I hop on, I coach you on the spot, I answer any questions that you have. And yeah, so you're never feeling stuck. So again, I'm gonna quickly show y'all because I will link NPM down below. Like I mentioned, you can get started on a payment plan, all right? Stop making excuses, mama. Your summer could look completely different. And I know you want your motherfucking Christmas to look completely different, okay? So if you want to get started, all you have to do is just click the link down in the description of this. I also always post it in the comments of the replay of the live, okay? It's going to take you to my website. Boom, okay? My website, it looks just like this. Let me scroll up to the top so y'all can see. But this is what my website looks like, okay? This is NPM. You can learn more about it, okay? As far as like if you have any additional questions, okay? Again, this just talks about who this is for so you have a clear understanding, okay? Sis, you manage a household every fucking day, okay? I don't know about you. I don't know if I got any mamas in the room who would want an extra $400 a week, extra $400 a day, okay? Again, this is something that what you put in is what you get out. You show up more, you learn the information, you implement, and you stay consistent, your life can look completely different, all right? And again, that's just a little bit more information about me. If you want to know, here's some FAQs. If you want to read them, by all means. But if you just scroll all the way down, if you want to get this for $0, you can, okay? Like I mentioned, if you're interested in getting the VIP, let me know that you were on the live. I will give you the VIP. I always give it to you 30 minutes out. So right now it's 8:07. So you have until, let's just say 8:45 because I'm about to get off of here. But if you want to get started for $0, you can just click here and this is going to take you to the Affirm checkout, okay? You put your info in. I'm just going to quickly show y'all. It's going to take you to this checkout here. You can hit buy now. You'll put your name, your email address, And then boom, if you come down here, you can literally click affirm. Once you hit set up payment plan, okay, it's going to take you to another window. And from there, like I said, you have the option to zero down. It also give you some additional payment options if you're interested in that. Okay. If you don't need to use affirm, then you can just check out by simply using Klarna or Afterpay or paying it in full. Completely up to you. Okay. Either way, you can start reselling the program immediately once you make your first payment. Okay, that's completely up to you, however you want to do it. Okay, but you can use Klarna or Afterpay. And then there's like if you want to use your bank account. Okay, if you use Klarna or Afterpay, that's $99 down. All right. But I just want to quickly show y'all where the payment plans are. Okay, because people always ask me, I didn't see the payment plans. They're right here. Okay, girl. And again, if you want the if you want to do zero down with Affirm, it's right here. You just have to click that link. It doesn't look like it's highlighted, but once you click on it, it's gonna take you there. All right. Before I get off of here, I want to ask, do because I know I have new mamas or new people popping up in here. Do I have anybody that has any questions before I pause? The lighting don't look that bad, surprisingly. I thought it was kind of dark. Okay. Again, if you are watching this well after the live and you do want the VIP access, just click this here. And like I said, this is if you want me to set up your website for you and you have access to me for 30 days where I just work with you one-on-one once a week. But again, if you don't really need it, but if you want to, I know some people they be loving, they just want to be with me. You know what I'm saying? They want me to set up their website too. I got you. But all of that information you will learn inside of NPM. Okay. I don't want you to think that that's not included because it is. All right. Again, y'all, let me how I stop sharing my screen. Sorry, my throat's dry. But again, for my mamas, like I said, if you are serious about changing your situation, I want you to know, sis, that you can. Okay, if I can change things around and get out of living paycheck to paycheck, so can you. But you got to learn skills. Okay, this world is constantly evolving. This world is constantly automating. Okay, you don't want to let AI, social media, hell, just anything content creation, right? Fuck around and replace you, okay? Especially when you can learn these skills and build something of your own. So if you're a mom and you're tired of consuming, you're tired of watching everybody else win, comment NPM, let me know that you was here, okay? But also go ahead and grab it because the price is going up soon, y'all. The value that's inside of NPM is truly like no other. The support that you get inside of NPM is truly like no other, okay? Again, when you get NPM, you get me, but you also get moms that are doing this right alongside with you. That's why you're never feeling alone, you're never feeling stuck, and you're never feeling confused. All right, y'all. If don't nobody got no questions, I'm gonna hop off of here. I try to pretty much get on here every day, twice a day. So again, usually it's one time in the morning, one time in the evening. But girl, sometimes I don't make it. Okay. But again, I love helping mamas, truthfully change their situations around. Again, y'all, I've helped people from the ages of 16 all the way to 67. I've seen it all. Okay. Stop disqualifying yourself. Stop making excuses and stop saying you confused, because when you have a system like NPM, you have structure and there is no such thing as confusion, love. Okay. But all right, y'all. I will see y'all a little bit later. Everything will be linked down below, girl. Have a good night.